Steve came to see me 2 years ago with a very specific problem. His mortgage was nearly done, the kids had moved out, and for the first time in 15 years, he had $2,200 a month spare after his bills. His question was simple: Daniel, do I smash the mortgage or pump it into super? His wife said mortgage. His accountant said super. His brother-in-law told him to buy another property. He was going in circles. Today, I'm going to give you the same framework I gave Steve. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which approach suits your situation, and I'll share one strategy that means you might not even have to choose. I'm Daniel Fawcett, Australian financial advisor and host of Retire Ready Australia. New videos every Wednesday. Let's start with the mortgage. There's a genuinely strong case here. It goes beyond just the numbers. Paying down your mortgage gives you a guaranteed, risk-free return equal to your interest rate. At 6.5%, every extra dollar on the mortgage earns a guaranteed 6.5%. No market risk, no volatility, certain. There's also the lifestyle argument. Owning your own home outright in retirement dramatically reduces your monthly expenses, which means you need less income from super, which means you need a smaller balance to retire comfortably. Paying off the mortgage actually reduces your retirement target. And here's something most people miss. Your home is completely exempt from the age pension asset test. Every dollar sitting in your home equity doesn't count against your pension entitlements. Extra assets elsewhere can reduce what you receive. For people near the pension thresholds, that matters a great deal. Steve's wife had a very good point, but Steve's accountant also had a point. Because super is equally compelling. Super is the most tax-effective investment structure in Australia, full stop. Earnings inside super, while you're still working, are taxed at just 15%. Once you retire, it's zero. Compare that to investing in your own name at 37% or 45%. That gap compounds enormously over a decade, and salary sacrifice goes in with pre-tax dollars. If Steve's on $130,000, every $1,000 he salary sacrifices into super doesn't cost him $1,000 out of take home. It costs him about $630 because he would have paid 37% tax on it anyway. He's getting $1,000 into super for $630 out of pocket. That's an immediate 37% return before the funds has invested a cent. Over the longer term, well-diversified Australian super funds have historically returned 7 to 9% per year on average, more than the most current mortgage rates, though without the same certainty. So how do you actually choose? Here's the framework I walk Steve through. First, look at your timeline. More than 10 years to retirement? Lean towards super. The tax compounding effect over a decade is hard to beat. Less than 5 years with a significant debt remaining? Lean towards the mortgage. Being debt-free at retirement is a powerful position. Second, compare the rates honestly. If your mortgage rate is 7% and your super is averaging 6% after fees, the mortgage wins. Guaranteed returns beat expected returns. If super is historically outperforming your mortgage rate, super wins on the numbers, though without certainty. Third, run the actual tax numbers. This step is where most people's thinking falls apart. $2,200 per month directly into the mortgage costs $2,200 of after-tax money. Getting that $2,200 costs you around $3,500 of pre-tax income, but $2,200 per month salary sacrificed into super only costs Steve about $1,386 in take-home pay. Same $2,200 arrives in super, but it only costs him $1,386 out of pocket. That $814 difference is real, every single month. Now here's what Steve actually did, and it's what I recommend most often. Offset account plus salary sacrifice. He kept making his regular mortgage repayments and parked his spare cash in an offset account linked to the loan. Every dollar in that offset reduces the interest charged, exactly like a repayment. But the money stays accessible. Meanwhile, he salary sacrificed an extra $800 a month into super, cutting his taxable income and growing his retirement savings. Mortgage interest shrank, super grew, financial flexibility maintained, you stopped going in circles. Write down 4 numbers this week: your mortgage balance and your interest rate, your super balance, and how many years until you retire. Those 4 numbers tell most of the story. And if you'd like help figuring out exactly which strategy suits your situation, book a free 20-minute discovery call. The link is in my description. Next week, the 7 biggest retirement planning mistakes Australians make, including one that quietly cost a couple $180,000 they didn't need to lose. I'll see you Wednesday. I'm Daniel Fawcett. Thanks for watching.